All right, are we live? Because, oh boy, am I scared for this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trash Your Football. It's been a long time since we've done a live stream. I don't know how much this is going to work. I did a test live stream yesterday morning, I think it was. And it seemed to work out fine. So let's just see how this works. So I am on my laptop in my kitchen on using my dad's headset, hoping that we can catch ourselves a good live stream today. I'm gonna let the live stream chat catch up before I start shouting out some names. So if you're watching, make sure you say hi in the comments for the live chat, and I'll shout you out just like we used to, just like old times. But the boys back. The boys are back in town. We already got 19 people live waiting for this live trailer reveal for college football 25. I mean, 26. Wow, I'm still stuck in the past, aren't I? College football 26. I'm so used to saying 25. Um, the things that we got within the last 24 hours since I uploaded the video was we got a screenshot reveal of Coach Ryan Day in college football 26. So I'm going to pull that up and show you guys that real quick, because I know you guys have opinions on it as I do myself. So let me pull up this picture. That's a good comparison picture. This was uploaded by College Football on Fox's Instagram account. Let me see if I can get this to pull up real quick. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream like this, and I'm I'm not even logged in. Hit share. Bada bing. Bada boom. Here we go. Okay. So as you can see here, this definitely does look interesting. A lot of people complain that Ryan Day doesn't look like Ryan Day. I've seen a lot of people say that's not Ryan Day, that's Brian Knight. I mean, I can see the comparison, but it's not the greatest. I mean, I appreciate the fact that we're gonna have at least some real life college football coaches. I'm not sure if we're gonna have all of them, because for all of you Madden players out there, the majority of you will remember that Bill Belichick was never in any of the Madden games, to my knowledge. He might have been in one or two, but if you look back at the old Madden games, Bill Belichick was not really on the Madden games. So it's going to be interesting trying to see the coaches in college football 26. How many are we going to have? I don't know. But first, let's go through the chat. We got Kaysen, we got Ghost, we got Goldie, yes, with the Trasher nostalgia. We got Bob, we got Coach Shepard. We might have to wait for the deep dive Friday. Might. If there is one this Friday, I'm not sure yet. What's up, Zach, my favorite South Carolina fan in the chat? We got Kamal, we got MS Blank, shout out to him, coolest Wyoming fan out there. Ghost says dynamic weather and spring games would be sick. Now that is one that I've really been wanting to see, is spring games. That's a very important part to college football, and it seems to be kind of dulled down and deemed not as important as of recently because of all these college coaches being like, well, let's just not air it on TV. Like, that's your main source of entertainment during the spring. College football is your spring football games, your A games, just like Florida, orange versus blue. I mean, like, that's always been a big thing for me, is to catch the Florida Gator spring game every year. And you know what? They didn't air it. It was completely just in stadium. There was no I know that people recorded it like on field, but there was no official national broadcast. There was only really a few national broadcasted spring games this last season. And so I think including it in the game would help bring a new fresh of air when it comes to doing spring games, especially on national television. But due to the fact that they're just not as widely watched or really cared about anymore, unfortunately, it's probably not going to be included in the game, but I do have high hopes. It's just going to keep it there, you know. We got Brady in the chat. We got Solar. Man, long time no see. Seen a lot of these names I haven't seen in a minute. We got Jake. Shout out to Jake, my favorite Auburn fan. Cash flows. Finally, someone went live. It's been a minute since we've been live. I've been in the middle of moving the last couple of months. I've been a very, very busy man. I've been without my computer for the last 2 months, without my professional microphone. So I am having to do this on my laptop, on my phone's hotspot internet, by the way. So this is not going to be the greatest. It's not going to sound the greatest. I'm probably not even going to be able to live stream the actual trailer itself until after I watch it for the first time, because I only want us to go over different snapshots because I want to avoid copyright issues. Last year, we got multiple copyright claims on watching these trailers. So we will watch it together. You will hear my reactions, but you won't see it, obviously, until after it's over. So I implore you, chat. I ask you, when the time comes, turn off the stream, go watch it, and come back. I will not care to see the viewer numbers drop at that point, because you're going to see the trailer on your own time, and then you can come back. You can either rewatch my reaction, or you can just catch up with the actual live stream of where we break down different parts of the trailer of things that you might have missed out on, or that I might have missed out on. So we're going to break every single little parts piece by piece here in about 23 minutes or so. So you guys can stay into the chat until 10 Eastern, which is when it comes out. The video doesn't start until like 9:55 Eastern, but that's because of it's a premiere, and it's going to have a countdown. So it's probably going to have a 3 or 5 minute countdown. I can't remember how last year's was. So whenever it's done, come back. We'll discuss it. I'll answer any and all questions you guys have in the chat. We'll go over every news that drops coming from it, and as well as a special surprise at the end of the stream. We got a video that is set to come out when the stream is over. So stay tuned for that, as I'm going to reveal the details and publicize the video once this live stream is over. Man, I have been talking a lot already, nonstop for almost 8 minutes. So I got to take a sip of water. Ice cold water. Let's go back to the chat. We got T-Mac. We got Capilot FS. He says, what are your thoughts on the game? I'm definitely excited. You know, they've kept a lot of things secret in this build-up compared to last year, as we had a lot of, not really leaks, but I guess you could call them leaks, as well as different things that they just let on about us knowing. I knew about some things before they were public. I obviously wasn't going to talk about it, but this year I know nothing. The only things I know is Road to Glory is going to get high school. We're supposed to have real coaches. I don't know how many. And the 2 new teams coming into the game this year. So it's definitely questionable on what it's supposed to be. Sorry, that's the ice machine, if y'all can hear that. We got JM1 in the chat. They say, go blue. Goldie says, what is your favorite dynasty you made? Well, if I'm going to go all time, I'm going to have to say NCAA Football 14. I had a Florida A&M dynasty that I did, maybe 20 seasons in. That's probably the farthest I've gotten into any dynasty until College Football 25. Right now, my favorite dynasty is my personal Florida Gator dynasty on College Football 25. Many national championships were won on that one. A lot of disappointments, though, but that's what keeps it fresh and happy, is playing on difficulty, because when you play on freshmen, and this is not the type of guy that's like, oh, you play on freshman year, play whatever difficulty you want, and just be sure to have fun. Here to have fun. I understand the competition in maybe your ultimate team, or maybe your guys' different online dynasty games. but just make sure to have fun. If it's like a normal offline dynasty, don't be afraid to play on varsity or freshman. If you're here to have fun, have fun. And don't knock other people. For all of you All-American and Heisman difficulty people with your adjusted sliders. Who cares that these people are playing on freshman and varsity? Everybody should just have fun. Dynamic lighting, yes, that is a big inclusion that I want to see. For all of you who saw the video from yesterday morning, we talked about the Tennessee picture at Neyland Stadium of the overhead night game of the Volunteers coming out of the big T in the stadium with the orange fireworks and the orange lighting. I mean, that's a beautiful look right there with the checkerboard seats. That's something I'm really excited to see is stadium lighting, especially with all these colorful LED lights like at Florida. If you guys watched any of Florida's night games the last couple of seasons, when there's a touchdown, all the lights go off, they shine. The blue and orange LED lights. And then if you look at Alabama, which honestly has one of my favorite ones, I think Georgia kind of does the exact same thing. They dim the lights and flash the red and the white. It's a great look. ECU does not allow recordings of their spring game. Yeah, see, people are just getting too harsh on their spring game rules. Like, it's going to draw money if you put it on TV. They don't care anymore. And that, it really makes me mad. You got graduation practice today. Good grief. Man, y'all are some youngins. I'm turning into Unk officially. I turned 22 this year. Already got back issues at almost 22. Zach says predictions for South Carolina. I'm saying 10-3. Well, I plan on doing some prediction videos this year, so don't worry. I don't know what South Carolina's schedule is looking like. But when we get there, we'll get there. Maybe later in the stream, depending on how long we're on, we can talk about some schedule predictions. I got you, says Goldie. King Josh, the Sauce God 15 says, we are so back. Hell yeah. Aranda Films, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well too, dude. T-Mac B says, I hope they add Road to Glory so we can be left ends, deep tackles. I want to hit OSU's quarterback. Yeah, we need some defensive linemen, Road to Glories, as well as some other ones. I'm a big nerd for kickers. Always wanted a kicker Road to Glory or superstar mode in Madden. I don't care if I'm just kicking off and hitting field goals. That's the fun of it. EA, if you're not scared, I know the EA listens, by the way. I have a lot of people that know people from EA. I've got a couple of connections. EA, if you're not scared, add kickers and punters to Road to Glory, and I will be very happy. And if you don't, I'll complain on the internet like Ryan Moody. Shout out to all of you who were there for that drama last year. MS Blank says, hydration is key. Get that Liquid IV or LMNT sponsorship. Hey, we gotten a couple of sponsorship proposals, but I said no to all of them because they were Ultimate Team coins, and I don't do that. What's up, T-Mac B? Jake says, bring back mascot mashup. From what I heard, a lot of the players that asked, like Bordeaux and MMG at the when they did the cover pictures things, a lot of the players asked if like mascot mashup was going to be returning, is the word that I've heard. So it's definitely possible. I'd love to see it. Will it happen? I don't know. I sure hope so, though. What's up, ODDF? They say, let's go Yellow Jackets. Solars is praying for FCS schools being in the game. I'm pretty sure that they're not. Oh, yeah, sorry. If you guys hear my microphone lag, I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm using this on my phone's hotspot. So it's not going to sound great. I'm doing this on my laptop, but I'm doing what I can for you guys. So bear with me on this. If it goes bad, just be patient, and I apologize. Ricky Smith says, it's crazy that we are back here once again. What a year. Yeah, this has been a very crazy up and down last year. The height and the peak of the news coming out for College Football 25 will never be repeated again in this channel, I don't think. That's probably the peak of Trasher football, and I think I'm perfectly okay with that. But who knows what this cycle could bring? It's only May. We still got about a month and a half until the game comes out. So who knows? And once the game comes out, who knows? I might be able to make some really good content. Troy says, "Yo, Trasher, what's up, Troy? Hope you're having a good day." If they're being secretive, it means that it's to get more excited for in the game. You do bring a good point. If it's very secretive, maybe they're hiding a lot of new features. Who knows? A lot of people are too optimistic and set themselves up for disappointment. And then there's a lot of people who are super pessimistic and are too ignorant to change their judgment. And so they won't try the game. But you know what? That's their loss. Hey, what's up, Logan, in the chat? Zach says we have a great light show in Columbia. Oh, yeah, South Carolina's lights are great, too. Yeah, I am officially Unk status now, apparently. What's up, Chris? Troy says if they said that they added boom tech, I would want to cry. Good grief. Boom tech is definitely something. Do you think Road to Glory will be open world? No, I don't. I don't think Road to Glory will ever be an open world experience, and it shouldn't. So hold on. Give me guys a second real quick. Sorry. Like I said, I'm doing this in my kitchen, so I got people walking around just trying to make sure that they don't interrupt the stream on accident. What's up, Mess Does? Shout out. That's one of the original viewers right there. That's one of the originals. What's up, Iron Man? Shout out to Iron Man, one of the goats of the channel. Unrelated, but are you hyped for GTA 6? Yeah, I mean, I am. I like GTA 5. I'm more of a GTA 4 guy and San Andreas and the original Vice City and even GTA 3. So like I do have high hopes because it's going to be in Vice City again. But we'll definitely have to see. What's up, Travis? We got Chimichanga guy in the chat. One of the other originals of the channel. He actually had to. I think it was you that called me out. I got one of the names wrong in yesterday's video, but I gave you the pin because I I didn't want to have to write an explanation about how I was half asleep that I got the names wrong. Clutch Win says Road to Glory needs all positions. Exactly. I think that they didn't do spring game because of either disagreement with TV channels or they didn't want other teams to scout them, maybe. I honestly missed the Florida spring game. Yeah. Florida didn't air their spring game. I guess that's could be a reason is to not scout them. But like the thing is you could easily just watch the video that was recorded by, people on field, which I guess is an explanation for that. I don't know. I honestly am too mad to even want to know because I'm sure the real answer is probably dumb. So, and who knows? That could be one of them. But I think it's stupid to not have spring games on TV. Please add Kicker Road to Glory. I'm telling you, man, Kicker Road to Glory would slap. It was tighter 77. Hope we have more editing options for creative coaches. I sure hope so too, because it was very basic in this last year's game. Yeah, you had a lot of heads you could choose from, but you had like 2 shirts, no pants. I mean, yeah, pants, but like no coach is coming onto the football field with no pants. Unless you show your ass on the field like Lane Kiffin, but that was not me trying to start beef with Kiffin. I love Kiffin. He's one of the great coaches of today. You got to take a sip of water. Ghost says, wow, I am flustered. Ghost says, Kicker Road to Glory would be crazy. It would be. It would definitely be one of the more entertaining parts of the game because you wouldn't be on the field a lot. It'd be very fast to go through. Sorry about that. It is definitely one of the nicer parts of the game. Goldie says Ryan Moody with the skull emoji. Yeah, if you guys were here last season for the game cycle, Ryan Moody was definitely one of the people that we beefed with a lot the most. And he probably don't even know who I am. But a lot of people here know who he is. Enosh Newbie says, "How do we feel about Ryan's past comments after a year of the game? He wasn't far off, TBH." I disagree, honestly. He was a part of the Madden reskin group. I've never seen a group of people move the goalposts more than the Madden reskinners from last year. And now they're on the, oh, it's just going to be a college football 25 reskin. Well, yeah, no shit. It's literally that's how every sports game works. You're not going to build a completely new game every single year. That's physically impossible. Do you guys know how long it took them to make this game? Like 4 or 5 years. They had to start from scratch because the old code was made for the 360 and the PS3 2 generations of consoles ago. So no, they're not going to make a new game from scratch because no other sports game makes a game from scratch every single year unless they're jumping a generation of consoles. So to all you Madden reskinners who have moved the goal lines, you can keep coping and keep seething in the comments. I don't give a damn. You can cry about it. It doesn't mean your opinion is correct because it is not a reskin. Sorry, I have to get that rant out of the way because so many of those people just get on my nerves. And they've been in the comments a lot recently. Zerlak, what's up, man? Long time no see. Troy says it's going to be better than last year's game. That's the expectation. I don't think that this is going to be a letdown. I think the big one is going to be 27 and 28. 25 was the base game. There was a lot of things that they wanted to get in that they just couldn't within that time span. That's what college football 26 is supposed to be about. Get all of the things that you want to get in. That's the basic stuff. And then add the things that weren't really needed in 25, but that you can add later. One of the biggest disappointments, obviously, last year was no high school and Road to Glory. I know that bummed a lot of people, but we still got Road to Glory with the opportunity to do all 4 years of college. You could even be redshirted, I believe, as well as transferring. So I think and moving it to Madden. So it was a good Road to Glory. It wasn't great. I think high school is definitely one of the most important parts of it because you could develop your stats in high school, unlike just picking your star. So I'm definitely intrigued to see how they incorporate high school into Road to Glory compared to last year. Ricky says Ryan Moody's opinion shouldn't be swaying anyone who just likes for fun. Yeah, that is true. Obviously, nobody's going to really listen to his opinion, but that's the thing is he thinks that his opinion is better than everyone else's. He's just not a good person. He is narcissistic. He's ignorant to the outside world. He's also just an actual bad person. If you guys have seen his second channel stuff where he just attacks different people for all sorts of different stuff, you would understand. Ryan Moody is a bad person, and I will stand by that every day of the week. I do not like that man. Every single other college football YouTuber, if you can think of any college football YouTuber who I've discussed meeting in the past, they have confirmed that they do not like Ryan Moody. I'm not going to name any names, but the entire college football community hates you, Ryan Moody. You are an embarrassment. You are ignorant, narcissistic, and you need to get the hell out of this community because nobody likes you except for your ass-kissing fans. Got to get that rant out of the way. Not going to answer any more Ryan Moody questions for the rest of the stream. Since Ryan Day was wearing a hat, so maybe we can create our own coach. We can wear a hat. I would love to see the custom hats in the game. Now, I do know that we did see some Road to Glory hats in the game because, when you choose from high school in real life, you can choose it. Sorry about that. My stepmom says hi, chat. She means that with pure sincerity. All American Rejects. I hope Road to Glory isn't a story mode with cringy cutscenes. I hope so too. I don't think that it will, honestly. Road to Glory is a very important part of the game. It's not the moneymaker. I think the big moneymaker is Dynasty and technically Ultimate Team, but Road to Glory, in my opinion, is the number two when it comes to the broader term of when you buy this game, what are you going to play? Number one is going to be Dynasty. Number two is going to be Road to Glory. And three is going to be Ultimate Team. Road to Glory is very important, especially if you have that high school aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not mean to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about to start. I gotta pull it up real quick. Now I can't show it on the stream because of obvious reasons, but we will break it down after it's over when I can share my screen. So don't worry about not being able to see it. You'll be able to hear my reaction. We do see the countdown. It is Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams. I think that's his name, Jeremiah Smith. Why am I just bad with names? But yeah, I implore you guys, stick around for the next few minutes if you want. It's a 5-minute countdown. You guys have full permission. I'm asking you to do this. Leave the stream, go watch the trailer on your own. It should be about 2 minutes from what I heard, a minute 53, I think. And then come back and we'll discuss it together. Okay? So all of you in the chat, go. Shoo. I'll see you in 7 minutes. Six or 7 minutes. Shoo, go on, get. I'll see you guys. But for all of you who want to stick here and listen to my reactions, hi. I did not expect to see some of you here. It is definitely. Oh, come on. They did have Florida on the big freaking thing behind the players on the cover. It's just they're covering it. Of course, they had to have Colorado up there, though. But I am definitely excited for this. This is something that I've been waiting for a while, to see all the important things that is going to be included in this game. I'm not going to be able to show the trailer just due to the fact of copyright issues. Not really much that I can say here. But man, we got a lot of people in the chat still. Hey, we even got Ned Mac in the chat. Montu Legendary. I think that's slim, isn't it? Man, I'm really excited for this. There's nothing really else I can say until it starts. As we watch the countdown, we are under 2 minutes until College Football 26 full reveal. And then I'm going to watch it, and then I will start sharing my screens as we'll break down scene from scene, as well as if any blogs drop like last year, we will also go over those together. Hydration time. What features did you just forget about? Play Now, Road to the College Football Playoff, mini games mode, including all of the mini games inside of Ultimate Team? I mean, there's a lot more, as well as the possible addition of mascot mashup. So we'll have to see. I'm telling you, the pessimistic people are never going to be happy, so there's just no reason in arguing with them. I mean, I respect your opinions and I agree with a lot of them. I understand your reasoning because it's EA after all. They don't have the greatest reputation when it comes to football video games, and oh no, everything's starting to buffer. All right, we are now hitting the 20-second mark. 15 seconds until we see the trailer. All right, you guys, leave. I want to see this viewer count at 0. All right, and here we go. Time to watch the trailer as we open up inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. See Cal, see some light shows with some drones. Nebraska, see players getting off the bus at Clemson and the light shows at Auburn. Texas, Boston College. Is that a high school field I see? High school for Road to Glory, which has really already been confirmed. We see LSU in North Carolina, the beautiful Rose Bowl Stadium. Michigan State. Is that Enter Sandman I hear? Notre Dame, Penn State. There's Ryan Day in Ohio State. Texas, Florida Gators. Man, this is the official reveal trailer, so I expect this to be a lot of cutscene stuff, which is still important. But Boomer Sooner, you see Oklahoma State, Tennessee, Mississippi State, Virginia Tech. Man, see DJ Lagway and the Gators right there. I'm really hyped to hear Enter Sandman here. I love that song. It is one of the greatest songs of all time, especially when it comes to college football. We see some big hits, as a lot of this is cinematic based, not gameplay. But it looks like the gameplay of last year with additional touches on what looks like stadium environment stuff. Really big emphasis on the stadium pulse here. Crowd singing along to Enter Sandman. Saw a cutscene that looked very similar to last year's. And that is it. Um, I do gotta say, uh, there's a lot of people in the chat of that live stream saying W and L. Let me know in the chat, guys. What was your thoughts on that? Because I would say it's mainly positive. We're gonna go back, obviously, and try to go over the different parts of it. So I'm going to, excuse me, I did not mean to hiccup there. We're going to go over it back again real quick. I'm going to read your guys' opinions in the chat real quick. Solar said, love the trailer, but it was short. Yeah, it is technically like around the same time as last year's. Not bad, kind of the same as last year. Yeah, it's going to show off a lot of the big features and stuff as kind of last year's did in its cinematic official reveal trailer. One of the big additions that I'm really happy to see is the big ass light shows. If we go back into the early part of this trailer right here, I'm trying not to accidentally and go back far. Yeah, I'm trying to also avoid copyright issues here. But we do have 70 people in the chat. I'm just going to go ahead and skip over that part real quick. So if we go and open up, we have the what looks like the thing that we mentioned earlier in the stream was Alabama's stadium light show. And if you see at the very bottom, it says game engine footage, some camera angles adjusted for trailer use. So a lot of the things that you saw in this trailer, if not all of it, was all cinematically based. It's not all gameplay as last year's official reveal trailer was. We're not going to see gameplay until the gameplay trailer, which hopefully should be very soon, I'm guessing. Let's go over to the next part of this trailer right here as we have drones. This is a big thing for me, light drones, especially with it playing at nighttime with your team's logo. I think that that's a very big deal right there, is the stadium drone show. And right there, as we got Nebraska, shout out to Omar. He's probably somewhere. Great friend of the channel, former Nebraska wide receiver. And this is a big one. This reminds me a lot of the late 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s Madden games, as you would see them get off the bus in the pregame cutscenes, which adds to the realism. Like, yes, they took the bus to the stadium. Show me the small details. That's what this game needs, is the small details. Um, as they rush off the bus right here. This looks to be Auburn in its stadium light show, so that's obviously going to look amazing. That looks to be Texas right there. And look to be Steve Sarkisian, I believe. So if anybody in the chat can confirm to me if that's Steve Sarkisian, that would be great. Yeah, there is only 2 new teams. We will be doing a announcement that is related to the 2 new teams sometime soon. Iron Man, what did you message me? A Bordeaux Twitter link. Holy cow! Big tweet from Bordeaux. Says coaches and playbooks are getting a massive upgrade in college football 26. For the first time ever, there will be over 300 real coaches in the game. 300. I'm guessing they're including offensive and defensive coordinators because there's only going to be 136 teams in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Says you can go toe to toe with current coaches who bring distinctive play styles to the field. Let me pull up the full tweet right here. Shout out to Iron Man, one of the YouTube and Discord mods, for sending me this, and shout out to Bordeaux for this too. Great friend of the channel. I'm sure you guys know who that is. It says EA is going to, or they said that there's over 2,700 new plays and unique schemes, like Rice's modern option and Penn State's gadget heavy. So it is confirmed that we should be getting about almost all of the head coaches. I don't know how much that's going to be, if that's going to be all the head coaches or not. As we're getting a lot of news right here. More stuff from Bordeaux on his Twitter account. He says, "Here's some new things we just found out about Dynasty. There is a new, now expanded and more unpredictable transfer portal featuring thousands of players a year. Recruiting has changed too, with location-based visits, new dynamic deal breakers, and dynamic traits." Let's see here. I keep getting Discord pings. Yeah, I see him, Iron Man. I'll check him here in a second. Ooh, EA actually, somebody pinged me in the Discord with the campus huddle. So we're actually just going to read that instead. Because I know you guys like to read the campus huddles. And I'll share my screen on that here in a second. Oh, is my internet slowing down? Yeah, my internet is not doing the greatest right now. So I'm trying not to kill it by sharing my screen because I am using my phone's hotspot. But I'm, like I said, I'm doing what I can for you guys. So if it does start lagging, then I do apologize. But here we go. We finally got the College Football 26 Campus Huddle. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to skim over it. But we do know the worldwide launch will be July 10th for all you people that got their pre-orders in. We're excited just thinking about what comes later this summer in College Football 26. The playbook will be in your hands. Take the career starting from being an aspiring high school recruit to winning the Heisman Award, or coach your team to the College Football Playoff National Championship. With new plays, schools, players, and upgraded abilities, there are more ways than ever to bring glory home. True college football gameplay. There will be over 300 real-world coaches, as confirmed a second ago by Bordeaux. This is pretty much just what he said. Suit up for Dan Lanning. Compete against Kirby Smart. Recruit as or against James Franklin. Go toe-to-toe with current coaches who bring distinctive play styles to the field. Strategize like they would with their unique playbooks for a more authentic coaching experience, as we have the picture of Ryan Day. Wear and tear everywhere. The advanced wear and tear system delivers more realism and is now fully customizable to fit your play styles. That's a given. wear and tear was still a big addition to last year, so it's good that they keep it in for this one. Manage fatigue strategically and save your player favorite playmakers for key moments with dynamic substitutions that allow you to rotate in and out on the fly. Good, good. That's exactly what we needed because I was tired of going into my depth chart and benching people just for a few plays. That is exactly what we needed. No pause screen needed. Thank you, EA. People just want to say that this is just the same game as last year. Foundational football advancements. College Football 26 foundational football gameplay starts with improved coverage to give you confidence in shutting down your opponent and improved blocking to reward players' left stick skills between the tackles. Feel the changes to our upgraded physics-based tackling system. Thank God. With you guys understand the pain behind that one right there. With new tackle types and enhancements to the hit stick, experience greater control on both sides of the ball with the ability to call different stunts and twists to optimize your pass rush. A new custom zones feature to really dial in your coverage at the line of scrimmage with several new abilities that we can't wait to talk about more in our gameplay deep dive later this summer. So they're still holding back info from us with a month and a half left to go in the game. But based off of the fact that we're getting a lot of things that we wanted that wasn't included last year, does give me hope. Home field advantage 2.0. The Discord link. Yeah, let me get that out for y'all because I know a lot of y'all in the chat like the Discord server. I'm gonna give just a new one. This has a 7-day thing, so if you're watching the VOD in the future, this link isn't going to work in 7 days. So there's the Discord link. You guys are fully welcome to join. We have a great group of people running this server. So don't be afraid to be active. Just make sure to be respectful and have fun. Home Field Advantage 2.0. Experience enhanced stadium pulse effects, including a more intense camera shake. Oh boy. A new heads-up display visuals and clock distortion that simulates the high pressure of playing as a visitor in hostile territory, rivalry games, the college football playoff, and other high-stake matchups that are now even more affected by stadium pulse. When you're on the road, use your confidence and composure to help counteract the rattling environment. More like Saturday, the Iowa Edge. Are you guys Iowa edging in the chat? I'm sorry, chat. We want you to immerse yourself in unforgettable game day atmospheres with even more electrifying sights, sounds, and traditions than ever before. Feel the energy of new situations and stadium-specific music, fight songs, and dynamic commentary. Experience a new presentation that reflects the importance of each game in the context of your season. Saddle up in Stillwater, hoist the golden egg, and raise the sword as the king of turnovers at Coastal Carolina. Shout out to Modix HD. I know he's probably somewhere. He's a Coastal Carolina fan. We want to surround you with authentic, unrivaled school spirit so you always feel right at home. Gotta hydrate. Next level game day. Feel the stadium shake as you discover more of your school's unique pageantry, traditions, and sounds with new PA tracks, including Metallica's Inner Sandman. Yeah! And the great words of James Hetfield. 160 new school-specific chants, new mascots, and band music. Now, that isn't confirmation for mascot mashup mode, but not all schools had mascots in last year's game. We do know how much people loved drum lines from the menu last year, as a drummer myself who led their own drum line in high school and had multiple scholarships for band that I turned down because college is stupid, at least for me. That is a very big appreciation. So shout out to all you percussionists in the chat. You'll understand as well. New mascots and band music. We do know how much people... Oh, wait, I already read that one. My bad. We're going to change it up for College Football 26. We're bringing new marching band covers of popular songs to our menus for players to enjoy. Cool, but I like the drumline, as well as fight songs from schools around the country. That's what I wanted. That's why I liked the old games, was because it would play all the schools' fight songs. Learn more about this in our presentation deep dive Campus Huddle article coming later this summer. Broadcast and commentary. Experience new and dynamic commentary tailored by Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, Jesse Palmer, David Pollock. Desmond Howard is going to be joining the commentary desk for this game, it looks, and Reese Davis, who was also included last year, as you make history on the field, battling back after a tough loss, back-to-back 400-yard performances. Their expertise and insight adapt to your team's progress and dynasty, and your players' rise and road to glory. Show off your championship. Trophy room is back, baby! Let's freaking go! That is one of the big things that this game freaking needed, chat. Yes! Trophy room is back! They said, we have heard your feedback, and thanks to you, Trophy room is back. Now is your chance to show off to your friends and rivals how successful you really are. There'll be multiple ways for you to earn different kinds of trophies. Coach and manage your program in Dynasty. Focus on your journey as a college football legend and road to glory. Dominate online and road to college football playoffs. And compete in classic rivalry games and play now. Thank you, EA. That is a great addition. That is something that this game desperately needed. I'm glad. Here we go. Game modes. Dynasty. How will you create your dynasty will be more important than ever if you want to cement your legacy as one of the best coaches. Assemble an elite staff, upgrading your coaching abilities, and then lay it out all on the field. Navigate the now expanded and more unpredictable transfer portal featuring thousands of players each year. Personnel management has never been more important, with new location-based visits having the potential to give your program an advantage in recruiting. Land critical talent for your team by managing new dynamic deal breakers and traits while you're trying to retain your favorite playmakers and cement your program's history. Yeah, baby. Cross-play. College Football 26 Online Dynasty now supports cross-play. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to do an Xbox League. We don't have to do a PlayStation League. We can finally do a cross-play online league. Thank the great Lord above and EA, because that is something desperately needed as well, especially with all these YouTuber communities that have these online dynasties ran by the content creators. So this is amazing. You will now be able to run a 32-person online dynasty with friends regardless of platform. Within the members tab, you'll be able to see each user's system. That's also nice. To use crossplay, you need an internet connection, the latest game updates, valid EA account, blah, blah, blah. It says, one last note before we see you at the Dynasty Deep Dive. We're happy to announce that formation subs and protective opponent settings are coming. Good. Here we go. Road to Glory. One of the ones that you guys, I know, were excited to see. It's time for you to begin your ultimate student-athlete journey as part of the recruiting class of 2025. Choose from 10 new archetypes and rise from your high school recruit to Heisman glory. With each decision shaping how your career will look, build your highlight tape to earn an offer from your dream school that will make the decision in the famous hat ceremony. Rise in class rankings and secure scholarships before other recruits, along with a new tier of abilities available to reach for your athlete. Earn coach trust, build team chemistry, and navigate the competitive recruiting process. Commit early if you found the perfect fit, or if you decommit, if a better opportunity comes your way. Man, they definitely made it realistic by adding decommitting in your road to glory, because that sure has. If I remember Dan Lanning, I feel like recruiting player, and there's like a picture of like him and the high school recruit like swimming, like, throwing the pool. And like he committed to Oregon for like a few weeks and just decommitted not that long ago. So, I mean, yeah, that definitely follows the real life way of college football. Your journey to become a superstar in Madden 26 is yours to define. Because as soon as you're ready, your road to glory student athlete can begin their journey to Madden 26 superstar mode. Show off your skill, then show up for the big night and see which NFL team calls your name. I tried the superstar mode in Madden 25. It's okay. It's not the greatest. I liked it. I don't like how you have to be online because I have sketchy internet that went out and I can't play it anymore. College Football Ultimate Team. Not a lot of you care about this, so I'm going to skip over that one. Road to the College Football Playoff, I'm guessing is going to be the same as last year. Here we go. Team Builder. Don't worry, College Football 25 fans. You'll be able to import your custom teams from last year seamlessly. Yes! Because I want to be able to do the Idaho Spuds Dynasty on College Football 26 for those of you who remember the Idaho A&M Dynasty. Ensuring your favorite creative teams can be brought over. With new features in Team Builder, you can refine your team's details and explore enhanced roster editing options, allowing for greater control over your legacy and identity. Stay tuned for the Dynasty Deep Dive to learn more about these features and how they'll elevate your gaming experience. Team Builder content can be used in offline play now, private, that's it right there on the deep dive. So obviously the big news is head coaches, new plays, a revamp on the home field advantage meter with the stadium composure. Trophy room is another of the big ones. Desmond Howard joining the commentary desk, new music, including Enter Sandman. Road to Glory now having high school, and the hat cutscene, which is definitely the only cutscene I would want to see in Road to Glory, unless you bring back what's her face? Oh man, she was in the old NCAA games when you did Road to Glory. What's it called? Or what's her name? Oh man, you guys should know. Here, let me look at the chat. I didn't even realize I still had that comment up on the stream. Aaron Andrews. Thank you, Stats. Aaron Andrews. That's the person who I would want to see come back if there were any cutscene stuff, because she is amazing and I really liked her in NCAA 11. But that seems to be it for the campus huddle. Let's go. Oh, she does NFL now. That's right. That's right. Well, I am having internet issues when I live stream the video, so I obviously don't think I can go back to go over the reveal trailer, because there's nothing really else to say there except for real life coaches and stuff. But I am tired. I am sweaty. It is hot in here. I turned off the AC so it wouldn't bother you guys when streaming. I'm gonna head out, turn the AC on, crack me open a cold beer, and I'm gonna chillax. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Before you guys go, I have some news that I would like to tell you guys about. I want to be able to carry this viewership number. We have a video dropping here in 15 seconds. I just have to hit public, and the video will be public. I do want to say you guys should watch it. It's a great video. It's only 4 minutes. It's Meet the New Teams in College Football 26. It's a sequel to last year's video, which is actually our most viewed video. So I do have high hopes. And ladies and gentlemen, that video is now public. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. We got the stream. We got the trailer. We got the Campus Huddle blog. We got a Trasher football video. All a wonderful day's work. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Thursday morning. I'll see you guys later.